Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. I keep thinking about a wonderful life for humankind. And I keep getting these different thoughts that I see beneficial in this awakening process. And I'm going to share it with you. You know, I spoke to you sometime earlier about we were born into this situation. And this message is not for the rich. And I'm not, so if you consider yourself rich, this message is not for you. Anything less than being rich, this message is for you. So when we came into this world, they taught us all we know, and they told us about a God. And they told us that God talked to Abraham. What they didn't tell us is that God talks to us. The problem is we don't talk back. We don't talk back because we weren't told that God speaks to us, and the reason we weren't told that God speaks to us is because there was someone else that wanted to speak to us and has been speaking to us all the time. But every now and then, blessed be to all that is love, someone is tapped to stand before all of us in darkness and to say to those who can hear that this world, as we look around it here in America, we see all of the big buildings, big beautiful buildings. We see the infrastructure in certain places that's out of this world. We see our brothers and sisters, some in suits and others in leisure, others, We see nice cars and trains and planes, and we see the television and all of the little gadgets that everybody puts in their hands, and we say to ourselves, this must be fantastic. This has got to be it. Especially in so many other places in the world where people are trying to do everything they can to get here, to participate in what we have here. We sometimes, because we don't have that information given to us, don't recognize that other nations, they got its elite, they got its wealth, its fineness, and it has a lot of pain and it has a lot of suffering, as does America. And so somebody should ask the question, why do these things exist? But it's no good to ask a question if you're not expecting an answer. And it's no good to expect an answer if you're not going to do anything with it. You know, I have said over and over again that it seems, and it has been identified, that the tool of the powers that be are, one, money. They've used money to trap humankind. The other is death. They kill to prevent freedom. And yet, without putting ourselves on the line in any direction of these situations, we're not going anywhere. And so, consider the people who are lawyers. Consider the people who are doctors and engineers. And I only say this because for some strange reason we've been indoctrinated to think that these people are pretty smart. Our mathematicians, our teachers, our scientists, our presidents, our corporate executives. Let's think about them. Imagine, if you will, it is okay for them that the conditions of the world exist. And some may say that it is because they're heartless, but that would not be genuine. The truth of the matter is that they do not understand, because like us, we who are very poor, we who are not so poor, and we who are a little bit better off, any of us that's under being rich. See, I say this because once you get rich, you already think that you and God got a relationship. The evidence that you don't have a relationship with the true God is that you don't give a heck about anybody else, especially those that's not rich. That's the evidence that you're fake. And when I say fake, I mean that you don't have love that can dwindle down through life, even if it means that everybody has to rise up as high as you, or you come as low as they are. Well, the message to all of us is this: that all of the rich people in the world, the trillionaires and billionaires and multimillionaires and those who put themselves above everything, they did not do one thing to create dirt. They didn't do one thing to create gold, or should I say the minerals and the elements of the earth, the trees, the foods. Not one thing did they do. The rivers, the mountains, the valleys. Not one thing did they do to create you outside of the role that they were designed to play. And yet, we listen to them because we were taught to listen to them. My message to you today is listen to God. God did not make you and put you on this earth, whether you are in Mississippi or any place in America, or whether you are in Germany, or whether you're in North Korea, South Korea, China, wherever you might be. If you are suffering, if your dream is not being realized, I want you to know that there are two reasons put together. It takes these two that prevents your dream from being true, from being real, from being realized. And that is that there is one that will stop your dreams for their own personal benefit. That's one reason that stands up, that prevents you. The other reason that prevents you from having your dreams come true is that you will allow it. They will do it to you. They will take you, your dreams, they will rob your dreams, and you allow it. That's the only way it happens. The only way you will not allow it is for you to, I guess the clearest way to say it is to be born again. And what I mean about being born again is to have your mind erased from the junk and trash that you've been trained and indoctrinated that allows this to happen to you, and create a new mind. And the mind that is free from guilt, the mind that is free from prejudice and jealousy and selfishness, is a mind that's floating high above all minds. It's in a heavenly consciousness. And when the question is asked, will you kill? This is a tool of anti-life. In any situation, will you kill? That is a situation that each individual has got to answer. Because to some, nothing might be worth killing. And to others, it just might. But it is a judgment to be made by you and the Maker, and not me. If I don't want you to kill, let me make sure that love overflows any hate that would rise up in killing. Let me make sure that then that's the best that you can get. So, summary. God didn't make you to suffer. So you can stop suffering any day. The moment you decide to not take it any longer, even though there are those out there who will do everything they possibly can to rob you of this joy, this dream. The moment that you decide that you're not going to take it is the moment you begin your freedom. And as you start backing it up with action that is appropriate, that supports your point of view, that supports this good side of life, you cannot lose, and you won't lose, and your joy will not dissipate at all, and it will rise higher and higher as the enemy of that joy comes against you, because now you're not being led by selfishness. You're not being led by the fears of men and what men will try to do to you. You are being led by the spirit of life that lives in you and is guiding you through the freedom road. Now that might sound good to some and sound sickening to others, but it's true. It's true. It's true. Right now here in America, they don't